Hello and welcome to Old Faithful. I'm your host, Matt Trask. My thanks to Perfect Wave Productions. We're back in the original corner where we started the show, and I'm wearing the hat I wore on the first show. My thanks to Maddie at Black Hills Blend for the Americano. I am super excited to welcome Mr. Wyatt Springsteen of the Chancey Williams Band.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Well, the honor is all mine. Very quickly, because I have so much I want to talk about. Tell us a little about you.
I am originally from Saratoga, Wyoming.
Okay.
Live in Laramie. I've got a family there. I got a couple of kids. My boy's 7 and my girl is 5, and
Okay.
wife there, and we love Laramie. And I've been in this band for I think 13 years. So
The band, did either of us mention it? It's the Chancey Williams
the
Band.
Younger Brothers band.
The Younger Brothers
Yeah.
Band. You've been in the band for 13 years.
Yeah, 13 years. Yeah.
Were you part of the original lineup?
No, I wasn't. Originally, it was started by Joe Kissick and Nick Schofield in Chancey and Travis DeWitt
Okay.
in Moorcroft, and then we've kind of changed some members here and there.
I see.
So the original members are Travis and Chancey.
I see.
Yeah.
And you came on, and did you know everybody in the band, or?
Yeah, I did. My brother was in the band before I was.
Oh, okay. Was he the guitarist?
He was a guitarist and a keyboard player.
Okay.
And a singer and songwriter. He was a good cat. So he passed away on his way to the Johns County Fair and Rodeo up in Buffalo. So he was in a car accident, and this guitar, which I had loaned him, because he said he was going to be in the band, and he needed a guitar to play, so I loaned him this guitar, and this was the only thing that survived that crash, and so I got it back. The builder of the guitar actually went out and picked it up and brought it back to me. So yeah, kind of a heavy story to
This gets pretty heavy here.
get things off. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's kind of the
So this guitar is much more than a fancy guitar.
right.
It's got one hell of a history behind it.
Yep, it's way more than that. It's
As quickly as I can, I pretend to be a gear expert on this show. A guitar shaped like this is modeled after the Fender Telecaster. If it does not say Fender on the headstock, you have to call it a T-style, or the ghost of Leo Fender will come bite you in the ankle,
okay,
right?
Okay.
So why don't you tell us about this T-style guitar?
So this is it's a Stone Tree guitar.
Okay.
And it was made by a guy named Scott Platts in Saratoga, Wyoming at the time. He was in my dad's band, and he got into building guitars, and he got really, really good at it. And so he had built this, and generally they're all custom order. You order everything to your own specifications, but he had made this one just kind of on his own. And it was at a time when I needed one, so I picked her up, and here we are, probably, 16 years later, 17 years later, something like that, and it's still my old faithful.
It's your old faithful. Yeah. So originally you kind of got it because it was there?
Yeah.
You liked it, but it wasn't that you had a lot of choice or anything.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was just kind of a one-off that he built to sell.
I see.
And and I liked it. It's kind of goofy looking, It's kind of wacky, but it's just got a cool vibe.
I've said several times on the show, if you can't play the part, look the part. Ladies and gentlemen, this man can do both, and this guitar certainly looks the part.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of the unusual features, and if any of them were added after you purchased the guitar.
Well, it's got a rosewood neck. It's got these little kind of gem fret markers. This one is falling out, but they're kind of cool. Almost using like braille if you need to. It's got Lindy Fralin pickups, Calham bridge and hardware. It's got the Buzz Fightin' nut, and it also has a V-bender back here, and that was made by Steel Bender Industries or Innovations. It's also got a bunch of bugs back here behind the plexiglass.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I think those add
kind of a redneck touch.
a little extra tone
for your hillbilly band. Yeah.
And I had gone. So after my brother passed away, went out to eat Chinese with my folks, and right here, this was my fortune, and they give you those Chinese phrases on the back of your fortune.
Sure.
How to pronounce it, and this one says younger brother. So I was like, I gotta put it right here behind the plexi. So he's always around. Let's see. I've got this stinking badge here. I had a friend give me that for my birthday. We don't need no stinking badges. That has nothing to do with that.
Sure.
Playability.
We like stuff like that. We've had mustaches on guitars. We've had magnets on guitars. Are all three of those pickups Lindy Freeland's pickups?
They are, yep. A couple single coils and then the P92.
Okay.
The P92 is it's kind of more of a jazzy mid-range.
So is that not a humbucking pickup?
It is.
It is.
It is a humbucking
pickup.
It yep.
Sort of has the appearance.
It's wired to kind of be more like sound a little more like a single coil.
Okay.
But it's still a humbucker. So you can hear that's really MIDI. But if I go all the way back to this one, it's way bright.
That's right.
And I kind of live between these two. I rarely go up here. So I just kind of live between this one, and they kind of give me the sound I want, and I keep my tones usually about 1 o'clock.
Again, posing as the gear expert, the original authentic T-style guitar will have 2 pickups, and anytime you see 3, you say, ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
And I've seen this guitar in pictures, and I said, ooh, fancy. So tell us about your pickup selection.
Well, so it's got a 5-way switch.
Okay.
So all the way back is right here.
All right.
The next step up kind of goes between the both of them. It's
all right.
Blend. Straight up in the middle is this one, and then it blends these, and then full on humbucker.
Okay.
So, yeah. So you can have a variety of sounds.
Okay.
It's kind of it's good for utility, I guess.
But you don't have the Brent Mason setup with the blender volume, so you can have all 3 pickups on at once.
No.
I think his old 70s rat routed Telly.
I think he does that. Yeah.
Yeah.
This does not, and that's okay. I don't.
Sure.
Like I say, I'm pretty much between these 2 guys, and that's where I live.
Did this guitar come with those pickups in it?
Yes.
It did. Okay. All right.
And so I'm having Scott build a new one for me.
Okay.
So exactly everything is going to be exactly the same.
The same.
One. It'll just have a different paint job.
Okay.
Oh, and it was painted by like a hot rod pinstriping guy in Minnesota, Todd Hansen Graphics. And so this is a reflective tape.
Okay.
And then he pinstripes around it and put the stripes around the whole, the back and then the sides as well. So I think I love these stripes that go around the back.
It has a real Billy Gibbons vibe.
Yeah.
We've got all kinds of things going on here.
Yeah, he does, his like, kind of more traditional pinstriping is really cool too. And he's got guitars that look like that. And some guitars that look like this. Steve Earle's, one of his old guitar players, Eric Amble. He's in a band called Yahoos. He also has a couple of these, and they kind of have the same funky reflective tape and pinstriping graphics. They look really cool.
So you're having another one built to be the backup, or perhaps this will be the backup.
We'll see.
What is your current backup?
So currently, I have one that was built for my brother. Same guy, Stone Tree.
Okay.
Scott Platt. After my brother passed away, he had already ordered all this stuff to have this guitar made. So he sent me a picture of just the slabs of wood he got off of eBay. And it's Coca-Cola and walnut and like a really cool flamed neck.
Wow.
And rosewood fingerboard. And it's really heavy. It feels like an old Les Paul.
Okay.
And so that's my backup, but I'll probably shelve that one when I get the new one.
It's a T-style as well.
T-style.
Okay.
It's got the bender, and it's I love it. You know.
Yeah.
And it's got clovers on the fret markers.
Oh, wow.
And a 4-leaf clover here, and my brother was a luthier also, so it's got down here. It has his symbol. It says GS.
Okay.
It's a pretty special.
Cool.
guitar also.
We've got so incredibly much to talk about. These videos in 15 minutes, so this might not make it.
Yeah.
But you are the side man in the Younger Brothers band.
Yeah.
And Chancey Williams, we might say, is the star. You've recorded
Yep.
some covers and some originals.
Mm-hmm.
Do you play electric guitar when you go into the studio?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll do like some overdubs and stuff like that.
I've always wanted to talk to a guy like you. Are there times you have to get the CD and go home and go, holy crap, how am I going to play that?
Yeah, it's being the road musician. Sometimes you got to do that. And
Right.
It's, you got to pick apart these parts, and
Right.
You want to do them, perfect.
Right.
And so you just got to go woodshed it for a little bit
Sure.
until you got it down clean. And
Right. The
you know.
electric guitar fills in the second verse of Let's Get Drunk and Fight were what really grabbed me. All those bendy fills.
Oh,
How do
yeah.
you do on those? You have a beat bender.
I'm trying to remember. We haven't done it for a while,
Oh.
but let's see.
You do very fine.
That.
Nothing wrong with that. So he went to sound check. I'm going to see the Chancey Williams, the Younger Brothers band this evening. This will air later. I'm so excited about this. So we do not have his pedal board, and we do not have his amp, but we had a fine substitute here in the shop. DJ Tomac's Little Walter. You
Yep.
play a Little Walter, correct?
I do, yeah. I've got the 22 head, and then it's a 12-inch cab.
Cab.
It's all self-contained. I bought it I bought it from a guy he was in Casey Donahue's band.
Okay.
Yeah, his name was Darren Berry. And
Okay.
he's a heck of a guitar player too. And I was playing this box, the hand-wired AC30, and I kind of was having some tube issues with it at the time. And it was actually up here at the Red Dirt Festival up at Deadwood. My amp quit out on me first song.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, but I have a Dr. Z as well, so Mike,
Dr.
our
Z to the rescue.
sound engineer, ran to the bus, got the amp set back out on stage before the next song was ready to go, so that was good. But then, so Darren had that Little Walter for sale, and I picked it up in Chicago from him. We did a show with him in Chicago.
Oh.
And it's been my go-to. Oh, and they did some work here at Perfect Wave on it as well. I believe it was having some power problems or something. I forget exactly what it was, but Perfect Wave did an awesome job on my amp.
Nice plug for Perfect Wave.
Yeah.
And this man's amp, I really wanted it because it kind of matches the guitar. It's got a surf green covering.
Yeah.
Very cool guitar. I try and make this show relatable to non-guitar players. So non-guitar players, you're looking at this amp, it says Little Walter, and you think, that's nice. You've heard a Little Walter on pretty much all of the Alan Jackson recordings from the 90s. I have that exact same, that's a Levy's guitar strap.
Mm-hmm.
I have that one in pink.
Yeah, my wife bought me this for Christmas, so this was a Christmas present.
We just get one story after another. How many years ago?
This would have been 2 years ago.
2 years ago for Christmas.
Because my other one, right down here, this one's kind of, you can see it's kind of starting to get frayed out a little bit there, not too bad. But my other one, this is where I put my wireless.
Right.
So it was just chewing it up.
Sure.
And it was just about ready to fall apart. So I asked her for a guitar strap for Christmas.
Some guitar manufacturer, get on it. We need strap reinforcements where the wireless system goes through.
Yep.
Yeah.